Okay, so looks like we're okay and green across the board. So hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV with Deep Light here, Otaku. Yeah, last week really didn't go that well because even though I was actually sleeping, I think some of the cases of disruption actually caused me to sort of like repeat the thing that I was like I just felt really lousy once we actually hit 3 p.m. and I just ended up lying down. So yeah, last week kind of went down the toilet. So but yeah, we are actually, once we actually get this part done, I am actually going to start with the second part of Pandaemonium. We need to go to the gold source first, pick up our consolation. Yeah, and with the change in temperature, it's actually getting cooler now. Because likely I'm probably going to be getting into a jumper, or maybe even one of my hooded sweaters. Do we have any cards? No? Right, so let's get mini Cactbot tickets. See how much this thing trolls. 6, 4, 8, 2. Well, that was unexpected. 4 over there, 7, 1, 9. Alright. And Yahoo! Alright. Yeah, what I'm probably going to do for this tier for Pandaemonium, well, for this one, I'm probably going to split split the running into 2, so I'm only gonna do 4 fries. You could already be a winner. So what I'm gonna do is today I'm gonna be doing P5 and P6, and hopefully on Thursday I'm gonna be doing P7 and P8. Right, well now we got everything done, we need to head back to Aporia. Down in Labyrinthos. Oh yeah, Lala wearing the Cryo gear. It can get off the online store, but an unwelcome visitor. Very true. After uncountable days and nights, I finally harkened the Crystal Twisters, and I must say, Professor Claudian, where are your manners? While I understand all too well your enthusiasm, I must remind you that even the most academically inclined prefer a composed recounting of events. Ah, yes, of course, my apologies. To be considered by my research for so long, I'm afraid I have to engage in civilized conversation. In any case, perhaps you should start from the beginning. From a crystal set adrift upon the ethereal tide, containing the memories of a party yet unknown. They cried out for deliverance from Pandaemonium, where the ancients kept volatile creations under lock and key. You yourself witnessed the power devouring the facility from within, and the advent of a divine monstrosity wrought of mythic beasts and powerful mage. Fortunately, your martial prowess and combined magical talents with your companions, Famous and Ericphonius, was sufficient to restore order to the circus of Asmodeus. Let's Pandemonium, a present yet stirs, consented to the identity shrouded in mystery. This is the issue at hand, is it not? Since you returned to us, we worked tirelessly to discern the nature of the crystal. In the process, I detected an anomalous etheric signature, which I believe arose from the memories stored within. Analysis of this pattern suggested a feeling of loss or yearning, specifically the yearning to be made whole. And indeed, ambient readings have revealed a faint but identical signature. This can only mean... No, my friend, I must depart to search forthwith. By tracing the matching etheric signature to its source, I believe it will be a simple matter to find our crystal's twin. Professor, this expedition is to be carried out only by us? Reasons for protection. I'm afraid she has more pressing matters to attend to, my dear Resident Lord, namely to seek out the secrets which lie nestled within Pandaemonium, where this all began. From all that we have heard, it appears that time traversal from the Crystal Tower is not fluid. That is to say, one can travel in predetermined intervals. One can but travel in predetermined intervals. It would be prudent to check in on case. As for you, my Lord Assistant, I was asked you to remain here and continue cataloguing the ancient creations. You don't mean... Do you intend to search for the crystal on your own? Ah yes, that would be the most effective use of resources, will it not? In fact, I've already commissioned a ship and pilot for that very purpose. I trust you will take good care of the laboratory in my absence. I think things are getting a bit shady, probably because of... Because I actually now have shelves above me. Well, one long shelf and one short shelf. also because light is over there. Yeah, so probably it might be that I need to actually get the lamp that I have over there, and once we've actually got all this stuff sorted out, I get myself a little bit of I get a bit of light over yon, which will probably be around here, and have it shining down on this in this direction. Though that will require me to acquire more bulbs. I need to pass through office, correct? Is it not? Soon to be failures. I doubt that's their whole story. Barring exceptional cases, time for their shackles. Brilliant. Delving into these records may shed light. If theory proves correct, that is. Though there are no guarantees, it certainly beats the current tragedy of rushing forward blindly with only herd and strength to carry the day. For your own sake as well as ours, please allow what information you can. Okay, so we now need to head back to... Oh, I think it must be over a... Alright, speak with the archivist. Oikonoikos. Once we actually get to office, yeah, so one thing I really need to do is actually get flight unlocked in this area, because I mean, this could have been a heck of a lot more easier if I'd unlocked flight. Records of Pandaemonium's creations. Master Themis has just finished pursuing the very same. I should not be surprised if we both arrived at the same conclusion. Luckily, I have saved you the trouble and gleaned what information I could. Ah, so you know each other. I was dreading having to once again scour the archives. Perhaps instead I'll rest for a spell. If there's nothing else, I shall take my leave. As should we, for I have undone the warding sigil blocking the entrance to Abyssos. Came here merely to chase an idle suspicion while awaiting your return. Fortunately, while Pandaemonium's protective walls continue to be assailed by our unknown foe, there have been no fluctuations so great as to make me doubt Eric Phonios' capability to keep watch over Asmodeus while I'm away. He works diligently to master interment, that he might deliver the creations back to their cages by his own hand. I thought it best to give him time to hone his craft. And since fate has brought us both here, I would ask you to accompany me while I attend to another matter. More rather suspicions that I would like to chase down. Rest assured, it shall not take long. I simply have a few questions to ask an acquaintance of mine. Come. He has agreed to meet us near the nearest Pandaemonium. Oh, lovely. Yeah, the nearest Pandaemonium, which is, hang on, let's reload. Yeah. So we have to actually head to here, and then all the way over to the gates of Pandaemonium. Joy. Random mount, please. Now all I've got to do is hope I can actually... Right, let's see. Can we... Right, so, first phase is now done. Back to mount. Probably not the best of options, but... then again, this... there we go. We managed to get away from that guy. Right. Mount roulette. Sorry, I have no time for you. Yeah, I think at this rate, I'm probably gonna have to go back to coffee instead of cola. Right, so our destination is actually here. Alright, let's close the map. Alright. And Themis. As I have pondered our expedition into Pandaemonium, I could not help but be mystified by how strongly the waters we encountered felt for La Brea, whether it be for good or ill. Hesperus and Electronia is the two sides of the same coin, the former looked to his men to with absolute devotion, while the latter looked to his father with bold hatred. I would not expect a familiar such as you to understand this, but such extreme emotions towards a single individual are quite rare indeed. Naturally, I feel gratitude towards my mother and father, yet we are all equals in the large picture of this side. The view is not unique to myself. It is more or less accepted as the way of things. Here, I need to actually keep a contrast research of money and see to be La Brea feeling approaching us. Yeah. Right. Yep. No messages. Well, you know, these particulars I found troubling. So, yeah. Oh, it's the words of La Brea speaker. Apologies to have kept you waiting, Master Themis. I understand you are conducting an investigation of Pandaemonium and wish to know of its origins. Indeed, in particular, I wish to know why exactly Pandaemonium was built directly under Elpis. The city is overseen by the words of La Brea after all. Why keep it so close to Elpis, whose governing body has no say in its day-to-day operations? At first, I thought it be simply a matter of convenience. Those creations which were deemed failures by the researchers of Elpis could be easily ushered into their new homes. Imagine my surprise when a trip to the archives revealed that many of the creations were sent from organizations beyond Elvis, including from the words of La Brea themselves. Given this, albeit limited information, I cannot feel that the Academia Oneida would have been a more fitting place. What does Elvis have that cannot be found there? These are fitting questions, and ones we have asked ourselves many times in recent years. Alas, the nature of Pandaemonium's construction does not lend itself to relocation. When first it was built, circumstances weren't as they are now. As you surmise, the majority of the creations kept within Pandaemonium were sent from Elpis. Yet, as the years passed, interests changed. Failures in creation seemed too flawed even to submit to Elpis, paradoxically drew the attention of Pandaemonium's researchers. This is quite the change, and in effect it almost runs counter to the facility's original purpose. Who is it that decides which creations will be the subject of research? Master La Brea. Such authority is reserved for the Chief Key Ward, and he has taken upon himself to step into that role. Sir, Pandaemonium's resources were being misused under La Brea's authority, correct? I know not what you are suggesting, but the key walls also hold some sway within the vicinity. Not even Master Lahabrea would be free from their scrutiny. They are duty bound to report any irregularities as soon as possible. Although I admit, as of late, their communication has been somewhat sporadic. We but recently received a report from one of the key walls stating that all is well within Pandaemonium's halls. Really? And you are certain the key wall said it? Yes, of course. But communication suffered a temporary obstruction. I can assure you that the words did their due diligence in confirming the identity of the sender. Thank you. This information will be helpful to my investigation. That will be all for my prying. Let's take my leave. While you are yet permitted to conduct your investigation freely, I must remind you that the Warden's work is delicate, and it would be remiss to disturb them for longer than is necessary. Well, all is well. A blatant lie. And to that we can both attest. One of the remaining key wards is most certainly in league with the party behind this. But sorry, I know not why our adversary sent a report, but it is plain that we must return to Pandaemonium with haste. Right, speak with Ferris at Aeneas to Pandaemonium. Right, Mount Relent. Right. Yep, you done your workout for today? Ah yes, this is the Aeneas to Pandaemonium. I cannot guess as to why this false report has arisen now, but it certainly bodes ill, as does the knowledge that our mysterious mastermind has at least one more key ward to puppet. Regardless, they have tipped their hand, and would be remiss to leave Ericphonius at the mercy of their machinations. Let us hope no harm has befallen him. Not quite. I've traced these sigils countless times, yet still I lack the strength to maintain the spell. And now time works against me. I can no longer be victim to my own ineptitude. Who goes there? There is something to be admired in such single-minded effort, even if your methods leave much to be desired. You allowed this familiar to catch you unawares. Have you set your sights so high as to forget you walk upon the earth? I know this creature. A familiar with the Phoenix. But that monster is locked away. That it is. In spite of the trouble I went to in freeing it, I might add. Begrudge me for addressing you in this ill-fitting form, if you must. But with control of Asmodeus resting from my grasp, it is simply the best I can offer you. Hide if you will, but mark my words, I will find you and make you pay for the chaos you've sown. Now, there is no need for such hostility. A calm heart stays the course. The wisdom of Lahabrea, your father. And how would you know that what wisdom he speaks? I've heard these words many times. The scolding of a tutor whose student struggles to grasp the most rudimentary lessons, seething with disgust. No. I have not told that to anyone, not even keyword Hesperos. That you still insist on mocking me. Stop this fast, Lahabrea. At last, you moved to keep up. Pity that you remain behind, nevertheless. What? As ever you are, always you fail to learn, fail to understand, fail to act. And through fate, designed to offer an escape, you remain here. You are bereft of magical prowess and common sense both. But you need not despair. Dull you may be, you are yet indispensable to Pandaemonium's great experiment. Ugh. There's the affection I remember. Tell me, did I ever once measure up to your expectations? You shall take pride in that, and rejoice to see your wish fulfilled. Wish? What wish? Come, and all shall be revealed. All this rage, this hatred, is but a consequence of ignorance. Our desire to learn more than... What are you? Uninvited guests join our reunion. It seems fortune no longer favors you. Do you think I have any interest in listening to your prattle, let alone bowing to your will? I am no longer a child, and my faith lies with those who have earned it. So, these are the heroes who brought Hesperos low, even as power divine flows through his veins. This plain, they are worthier subjects to contend with. Yeah. Right. Thank you. He was shown up even a moment later. I shudder to think what would have become of me. There's something I must tell you. I know who's behind this. There is but one person who can hold thrall over familiar, creation and keyword alike. Mask the Father. And so there could be but one conclusion. Lahabrea was the driving force behind this chaos from the start. There is logic that there are few with the will to really consider experimentation on such a scale, let alone the capacity to create demigods from man and beast, the rest of us none the wiser. Considering the magnitude of his work with the convocation and the words, his relatively minor role as chief keyword comes under little scrutiny, even as it provides him the authority to wield dangerous magics. It may serve as veil and mantle both. Still, I find the notion hard to accept. The misdeeds perpetrated here could not have been done by the Laha Brea, I know. You have met him, yes? Do you think he is capable of this? Yeah. I think so. La Brea is capable of far more than you know. Is he? So you believe La Brea to be a man of few scruples? If it brings his goals close, that alone should be enough. But let me assure you, La Brea holds nothing so dear as his own ambition. While he may not be one to let emotion stand in the way of his mission, I cannot believe there are no depths to which he would not stoop. Although we met but briefly, the impression he left on me stands in stark contrast to your evaluation. Though his methods are even unorthodox, they seem guided by a firm understanding of what is just. There's one way to find out for certain. We delve deeper into Pandaemonium and pull back the curtain on this mystery ourselves. A wise course. I will not deny the truth if I saw it with my own eyes, even if it was discomforting to... Then we must move forward with no excess of caution. La Brea, or whoever is behind this, has likely spread their tentacles to every corner of Pandaemonium. We can safely assume the other keywords won't greet us with open arms. Agreed. Let us make our way through Abyssos, one careful step at a time. I shall stay by Eric Phonius' side in case our enemies think to target him again. Can I trouble you to take the vanguard? Well, yeah, of course. Thank you. As a precaution, I shall safeguard you with a simple spell. This will ensure that even should we become separated, my phantom warriors will still come to your aid. If it does come to battle, the Keywall's magics will put us at a disadvantage once again. Luckily, we have you to even the scales somewhat. I trust you shall be liberal with your weight. Yeah, and we are actually going to need this for the 5th circle. That depends on if we can even find anyone to, Right. Raids, Endwalker, Abyssos, 5th circle. Average wait time, less than 5 minutes. I don't think so. So let's head for a retirement sim. Or not. Oh well. That was actually quick considering Yep. Yeah. Proto Carbuncle. It's time to pet the Carby. Although I think a lot of people are actually queuing because it's reset day. Jesus, that's... Oh, and we are not wasting time. Alright, Ruby Glow. Up and up. I'm just gonna do you. Hope as stone. Right, and let's just get Sonic Cow, let's just get regen ticking. And screw this. Let's actually just get no. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he wants out of his cage. Right, back to controls and... wait 5 for oh, shield for the win! Okay, right, right, screw this, let's get Giraffe out on the party. Over side, and let's just... And you... Right, I think over here... every single... Get that damage over time back up. And we're done. Yeah, and the two Stooges arrive just in time to contain the Proto-Carby. And he's contained. Right, and that is 5th circle done. Right, I'm gonna give that to the healer. Right, let's just see. Let's just do RNG rolls on everything. There we go. And I got 2 player comms from that. So this is where research is conducted on creations imbued with poisons and venoms. Egphonius and I were conveyed not far from here. It seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatched as quickly as possible. Even alone, you are a force to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, and I might observe you further. No, I've left it over here. Nothing new. It's is it La Harbour area or is it not? Answer on the postcard, please. Yeah. Oh, and it just decided to do. Come on, turn the right way around, you douche canoe. I'm all too familiar, Paragon. A charming appellation, but I'm afraid I hold no such position. No, I am La Habrea at a convocation of 14. If you truly are who you claim to be, then answer this question. That can wait. What is this? Yeah, no updates. Actually, yeah. No, this is curious. The trap I were with your feet such finifering in an unfamiliar composition beside. It is of no matter, I suppose. A more direct approach will beget the same results. I would advise you to think carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down here, and Elphonius' wish shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena. Mother, you would dare hide behind her name? Listen well, Elphonius. We are of the same mind concerning your mother. You have allies for protection, so what harm is there in hearing me out? Elphonius, wait. There is a question I must needs ask first. If you truly are about La Habrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat, are we? Say my name. A simple request. Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten, as are you. I have my answer. The La Habrea that I knew took pride in the convocation and would never suffer his indignation. You sully his station with his farce. Themis, what are you saying? La Habrea and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed, he makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real La Habrea would never call me by the name of Themis. What trouble have you gotten yourself into, Elidibus? Imposter, you have no right to claim that form, that mask. Who? 'Twas a mask that sickened me to wear. The mask of La Habrea, a man who values his position above all. Who would murder his own wife in pursuit of duty? Yet you would assume my name and wield powers that are mine by right. Any worth you have hinges on which you so despise. Such tried provocations, I will not be goaded into finishing this ere my work is done. Eliphonius, listen well. I am and it is I who you should call father. Can we have simple names here that aren't freaking tongue twisters? Not the name of creation. We would do well not to stand idle while our enemy is about. I believe an explanation is in order. Elidibus? In order. Let us return to safety so you may provide it. Ah, that sounds more like the La Habrea I know. Before we depart, however, I must offer you an apology. As La Habrea said, I am Elidibus, one of the convocation and emissary of their will. For reasons which do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. Still, that hardly excuses my deception. You're still famous to me. Such words are comforting, truly. I shall offer an explanation in time. But first, let me assure you my choices were not born from animosity. In any case, we have pressing matters to attend to. Let us do as La Habrea suggested and return to the gates. We can speak there. Help him. Save him. Yeah. Right, so... As you're aware by now, I am known as Elidibus, after my dear friend Azim and I detected irregularities in Pandaemonium. We decided the best course of action would be to hide my station as I conducted my investigation. I am sure La Habrea as well is eager to find out why I hid who I was, so I shall save that story for later. First, I would like to speak of you, my friend. Although neither Azim nor I have met you in the flesh, you came with her highest recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as an ally without question. As somewhere in the world, a guiding star so similar to herself was out there as muse Azim to no end. There was not a shade of doubt in her heart that you would be a formidable ally. Furthermore, I have heard stories that Mistress Vanar, who held the position of Azim English! I can speak it! Right, let's try this again. Furthermore, I have heard stories that Mistress Vanar, who held the position of Azim previously, journeyed with a familiar much like yourself. That made the decision to trust you all the easier. She too now dons the white robes of an advisor. If she placed her absolute faith in you, I knew I would be in capable hands. Aware though I was of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I merely wanted to meet you, to travel by your side for a while. I may know but a small portion of your whole story, but that is enough for me to believe you would never lead me astray. I wanted to tell you that. A key warder's jail. I don't know how long it's been since we last spoke, Lahabrea, and truth be told, I'd hoped we would never meet and we never would again. But I see now that I was a fool to think that I would ever escape your meddling. Just what is it, that thing that called himself Lahabrea? I find it hard to believe you've only just found out of such a being was wreaking havoc in Pandaemonium. Do you think matters would simply sort themselves out? I suppose you deserve at least a cursory explanation. I was well aware of the anomalies occurring within Pandaemonium, including the fact that Azim and Elidibus had taken it upon themselves to investigate. I saw no reason to insert myself into the situation, for a time that was. Imagine my surprise when instead of a formal report from you and yours, I received a communication from one of the key wards stating that research and operations were proceeding as usual. Well, Hephasios' deception was almost childish in its simplicity. It became plain. I'm gonna call him Heffy! It's a heck of a lot more simpler than trying to twist my tongue around that enormous monstrosity of a name. As you well know, the name Lahabrea is but a marker of my station. It is not the name I was born with. Heffy has claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for it, as he is my other half, in a manner of speaking. He knows all I know, my equal in every way, yet within his heart is naught but greed, envy and desire. All the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. It is, if what you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He is a product of experimentation gone awry, a reminder of the days when I was yet young and reckless. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems time has a way of unearthing the shame we bury. When he spoke of my mother, he looked at you with venom in his eyes, blamed you for her death. Tell me, was he right to do so? His words were but the ramblings of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endures has warped his view of the world irreparably. And now that he is awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandaemonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster unto our star. As chief keyword of Pandaemonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare that all research shall be summarily abandoned and the facility destroyed. What? You would lead the other warders to their doom? It is a choice befitting Lahabrea. Do you disagree? You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise you would choose annihilation of Pandaemonium as its existence to pose even the most remotest risk of our people. Yet, as you can see by Eric Phonius' response, the decision is somewhat more nonsense than that. Azim and I grapple with this conundrum for some time. That is precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. It was the only way I could truly determine the best solution. And you need not trouble yourself with that further. The chief keyword must prevent the worst from occurring, no matter the cost. Your feelings, Elidibus, are of no consequence. Have you taken even a moment to consider another path? No! You spared nary a thought for aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea of the trials we've endured, such ether as I have never seen. What are you? She is the guiding star that shall lead us safely through this. Thanks to her stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations and returned them to their selves. Speaking of which, I would hear outside you're in a unique position to look upon circumstances with our vision unclouded by attachment. It's too soon to give up on saving the others. Agreed. We still know next to nothing about Heffy, and I highly doubt La Brea has been forthcoming with the truth. But we've managed to regain control of Asphodeus. He must be made to see that there is merit in continuing on this path. I have it. Speak in your official capacity as Elidibus, the emissary. Judge which approach is more sound. Even La Brea would be compelled to listen. As Elidibus, I am duty bound to assess the matter from a position of impartiality. My opinion as Femis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do. Even so, you walked with us all this time. See what we've seen. Based on that alone, I trust that you will find the best way forward. Very well, then in our capacity as emissary, I shall state my judgment. At present, there are merits both in destroying Pandaemonium outright and in taking time to rescue its researchers, and neither is yet an impossible task. Therefore, I judge that the most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Abyssus, interring any mythic creations we encounter along the way. I will ask that you see our capabilities firsthand and only then decide if our endeavour is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there be no objections in the immediate destruction of Pandaemonium. You needn't worry about that, we won't fail. You are older than I remember. And you're even more tedious than I remember. Yeah. Ariphonius is understandably frustrated, but if we are to conquer Abyssus, we must go forth with clear heads. Pray lend an ear to his troubles, that their weight might be lightened. Right. Yeah, so we need to speak to Ariphonius, who is, down here. Oh, no, I wish I'd actually chosen Dancer for this. No. You do have my gratitude, ill-fitting as I am to show at the moment. Without your words to sway him, La Brea would have carried out this plan without a second thought. When first we realized the creations had slipped their bonds, the other Keyboards did all in their power to restore order. Even though they could have chosen escape, they remained to aid their allies. I am certain not a soul among them will wish to see this facility erased from the world. and they didn't deserve to be abandoned simply for carrying out their duty. And besides, Heffy has secrets yet untold, secrets that would be buried if Pandaemonium were reduced to rubble. I mean to uncover the truth behind his words, the truth of my mother. While Lahabrea was quick to dismiss his claims, I failed to see what Heffy would gain by fabricating such a story. All I was told of my mother's death was that she perished in an accident. No one would say more. It was almost as if they feared saying more, in fact. Even if it was not Lahabrea that dealt the fatal blow, we've seen with our own eyes how quickly he can condemn others to die. I only wish to know at last what befell her. Okay, does the Lahabrea you know have any regard for the lives of others, or will he carry out his duty with another's blood in his hands? Yeah, he'll... He wants to use my ally as a vessel for his own twisted ends. Not the possession to do that, even for Lahabrea. Such an act would be a black mark against him if it were made known. I can't imagine how much your ally suffered. But it is plain there is much to consider. You need to get carried away by emotion when he is concerned. We should focus on the task at hand, proving to Lahabrea that we are capable of saving Pandaemonium and its keepers. The most convincing way to do that would be to regain control of Abyssus. Although I'm loath to admit it, he would know more about these depths than any of us. And seeing as how we require every advantage... Would you speak to him for us? He seems to have a special interest in your capabilities, and it may deign to help at your suggestion. If only to see what you... Right! Now you have to go back to speak to Lahabrea. Oh, I wish I'd actually done this as a dancer. Eliphonius appears to have a deep trust in you, and Elizabeth tells me you share some relation to Azim. Your unusual ether does not mark you as a familiar. It is unlike anything I've seen, even among the countless concepts I've observed. To think that an encounter existence I could not create by my own hand, Azim never ceases to surprise. Hand on hip! The previous Azim was much the same. In taking the entirety of the star into consideration, she came to hold dear emotions of people that a more logical mind would have discarded. That made her act in her own self-interest. Just as you and Elizabeth have conducted yourself in this matter, the true danger of Azim's nature is its tendency to infect all those she comes into contact with. And itself said much the same. Trust that I should do naught that I would violate my duty. And yet you so frivolously invoked your authority as emissary to justify this little excursion. It matters little, however. Only your deeds can speak for you now. If you wish to know more of Abyssos, I take it, although I no longer have control over many of its functions, I can't yet sense what creations lie within. The chief keyword's reach is far indeed. Well then, what did he... I sense no creations of note. Perhaps they have been made into fodder for experimentation, or perhaps they have been transferred to the deeper circles. Yet Heffy would never allow you safe passage. It is left a trial for you to overcome. I speak of Hegemony, keyword of Abyssos. Although her presence is stained with marks of corruption, it is unmistakable. I knew her as a woman gifted in magic and blessed with a highly logical mind. While I can sense those quantities within her still, there is something else at work. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that's because she has already been twisted into a hemitheos. Doubtless against her will. Themis we must rescue her from that cruel fate, and if we cannot, we must at least seal her away until we find a means to undo the damage. Your allies made you bold, Ericthronius. I very much look forward to seeing how far they carry you. Oh dear. Ericthronius is having daddy issues. Okay. Right, let's queue for 6th circle. Oh. I was mistaken. Let's try this again. I'm guessing that might have been someone queuing for duty roulette at a level 90. Or someone that had to quickly duck out of queue. And it's now time for the full scream. What the? Oh dear God. And we're full, thank God. Oh, no, we're missing a tank and we're full. Let's make sure everybody's back. 2, 1, and go! It just hit Jody really hard! Right, hang on. Play! Over there, thank you very much. Right, let's move for Cronus Ixo. Oh, I forgot to, oh, I don't have regen. Right, let's just get, two, one, turn. Oh, good. We're in position for Chrono Tixo. Oh, that sounds a really, right. Alright, so we are seconds to go. Two, one, look away. Right. Let's get Seraph out here again. Right, let's take the second chance to try the Seraphic Veil. No, it's crossing to here. Right, let's get, let's get that mana regen on the go. Yep. I was in completely the wrong place for that. And we've lost all our reses. I don't think it's actually going to help much. Yeah, that was only a 2%. Oh dear, I think our Reaper is about to buy the farm. Well. Oh, and DPS decided to bugger off. Oh, it was our red mage. Oh. Yep, Chrono 6-0. Oh, I need to stack my eat flow again. Into the middle and... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to this side. Can I get another cut in and turn? Let's just get down going, Dawn going. Nah. Holy shield, Alright, so who's gonna go first? Okay, someone... Okay. Oh, and I'm out of... Oh, Screw this, let's just bring Seraph to the party! Got to be careful about. Right, and let's just. Right, she's turning. Okay. Ah, crap. Elise actually survived that, and because we have a right, I'm just gonna add low. Let's just get that second constellation out. So I hope I actually oh, we're actually doing better. We're down to 10%. Yep. Right, let's and we're finally done. And now it's time for the two Stooges to do what they do best. And seal. Alright, let's I think we got choices, so let's roll need on those. I'm actually gonna pass on. Oh, I actually got something I didn't actually want. Yeah. Well, the keyword is sealed away, and alive this time. La Brea can't deny us now. No updates? Connect to Wi-Fi, you piece of crap. Probably the reason why you're freaking nuking your battery. Powerful enough to deal far more interesting. Then we have leave to continue. As for that, there is one amongst you who was at risk. It'd be best to proceed without him. The failure would have consequences that reach far beyond Pandaemonium. Come on. And of whom do you speak? A warder who cannot even conduct his duty without aid. In this place, hope alone is... Right, so no updates there. Right. I'm inclined to agree. If my investigation has made anything clear, is that we are together greater than the sum of our parts. As far as drives us to seek the right path and to act before that path lies close to us. Then tell me, what is it that you hope for? See Heffy in chains. That is the surest way to prevent further sacrifices. I am aware that destroying Pandaemonium would rid us of him, but the cost is far too great. And I admit, I wish to know how he means to resurrect Athena. And there we have it. You must leave this place at once, and do not think you set foot in Pandaemonium again. You are capable, that much is plain, yet Heffy cannot be suffered to live. And I shall not allow his task to talk of resurrection to poison my... Life flows in a cycle, this is known. Any soul returns to the underworld, and Athena is no exception. She has likely found a new vessel and a new journey to embark upon. You cannot be ignorant of the folly of Heffy's words. Even were he to breathe life into a body, the soul contained within will not be your mother's. What if our knowledge is imperfect? What if Heffy has discovered that something has no... He knows that all you do, understands the bitter reality of the world. Think, Ericphonius. I have already explained that he is merely my twisted reflection. Is it worth bringing back your mother if it means others are used and discarded like tools? Is it worth it to see her once more? Now you measure the worth of your colleagues' lives. What was that foolish braying about saving them? Merely a performance to hide your childish devotion to your mother? Please, such barbs will get us nowhere. We must first discuss... You would call me fool? You who murdered your wife in service of your ambition? For the sake of the star, no doubt! Voice inside my head. Yep, he's been taken. Listen not, Electronios. Apologies, you taught me that a calm heart stays the course, and I could never even grasp the rudder. Quest accepted. Okay. Right, we are not going to be zooming in. Right, so what's the next piece? Hephaestus is cunning despite his warped mind. Whatever took hold of Eric Fernius, it made short work of his reason. For the moment he laid eyes upon me, I could sense his hatred and rage simmering below the surface. It was but a matter of time until it spilled forth. And that was when he fell into the spell's embrace. A magic woven with such skill that Eric Fernius himself failed to notice this until it was too late. If this is the measure of Heffy's power, then the other keywords had little chance to resist it. We saw his work during our encounter with Hephaestus. Doubtless Heffy's magics fed his admiration and envy until there was room for naught else in them. And there was something else besides. Did you not feel the presence of another? As I thought, someone was trying to warn Eric Fernius, but who? Could it have been one of the keywards? Alas, their warning arrived too late. I have already provoked Eric Fernius past the point of no return. I bear the burden for this failure. In my stubbornness, I could but scorn the boy, and Heffy knew that. And now I dread to think of the ordeal that awaits him due to my rashness. There is time yet to save him. We can easily regain control of Abyssos, giving us a firm foothold from which to brave Pandaemonium's lowest level. The enemy is within reach. Just as with Hephaestus, Eric Fernius is in danger of being consumed by a heavy spell. However, I have faith that he will not easily lose sight of himself. The way forward is clear. La Habre, pray tell us all you know of what we shall find beyond the Abyssos. I can only assume one more keyword lies in wait. The deepest levels of Pandaemonium is called Tartarus, and your passage shall be challenged not only by a keyword. Heffy has laid traps in every corner of his halls. You have no hope of surviving past the threshold. Sit through the traps unimpeded. We saw it when Heffy had no effect, and doubtless even he has yet to devise a countermeasure. Yeah. The time is of the essence. Heffy is well aware that you can match a keyword in battle. He will not stand idle while you stroll past his other defences at your leisure. Agreed. However, clarity will be indispensable to access, and I'm afraid I must insist upon it ere we depart. We have yet to discern what ends Hefi would use Ericphonius. If you know, I would ask you enlighten us. Oh, and I just skipped a line. While I understand the very thought of resurrecting the dead isn't... You act as if grief over her passing should be equally so. How... faithful friend that drives our foe if you refuse to acknowledge it. I do acknowledge it. I wish only to spare those that feel it still greater pain. So instead of being honest, you bicker like a child. How dare you! No, you are right. The blame for Ericphonius' fate rests squarely on my shoulders. Very well, I shall lay bare the truth, but only after the foe before us has been laid low. The remaining keyword is a Distis. She has served in Pandaemonium since its inception, and her affinity for magic is peerless even among the keywords. Hefi knows that losing her would mean the end of his experiments. He has hidden her in a space unreachable by conventional means. But your presence makes mockery of such barriers. The scarcity of your ether means it will be trivial to send you directly to Existis. We shall approach as closely as caution will allow. We know where the battle will commence, so I do not anticipate difficulty in detecting your presence. From afar, I shall do my best to provide you with ground on which to fight and phantom allies to aid you. As for the interment, I have yet to think of a foolproof method. Interment shall not be necessary. From here I can sense Augustus' essence, but it is scarcely recognizable. Hefi was more ambitious with her than he was with Hegemony. She has been transfigured such that barely a scantling of herself remains. We can but take comfort in what a mercy the underworld will be. Right, Abysso's 7th circle, but we will actually be putting this on hold until tomorrow. Well, I mean, until Thursday. So let us do away with the ferry and let us head to Moraby Dry Dock. Because we need to actually deal with the mess that is our island. Alright, travel to island. Alright, let's go into gather mode and let's start getting things. Let's go, we're actually near level 9. Yeah, I did actually do some setup, so I actually split it into 2, so I actually came back to the island on Saturday to pick up stuff and set agendas. Right. Oh, Sanctuary rank up. 5,040 experience. Right, let's look at the agenda. Right, let's actually, no, let's use presets. So I actually did set up a couple of presets. So let's set up you for slot 1, you for and you for slot 3. And I'll do the same for the day after. Right, so it's just sap, limestone, and palm leaves and islewort. Right, so I think we've actually managed to sort that lot out. And that's another 1,000 seafarers carries. Right, so where does that leave us? So we just need the islewort, some limestone, and sap. Right, let's so I'm actually gonna do 2 days for the wild woods and 2 days for the mossy mountains. Because I haven't done any further upgrades. Yeah, okay, so we need a lot of sap. We've only got 3 remaining in inventory. Yeah, and I actually removed the... Oh yeah, one other thing, I actually managed to catch the black chocobo. Because collecting leavings from the animals gives us 50 island experience. Alright, so, oh, actually, yeah, we need to, feed. There's actually, what I found out was that you don't earn experience if you let the actual work be done by the nets. So yeah, we actually get 120 island experience for harvesting each plot. So we're leaving a good probably about 3,000 experience on the table actually, we're gonna have to do some math. Right, calculator, so, yeah, it's 20 times 120. 2,400. Right. Alright, cabbage seeds. So I'm probably going to need to collect some of those on my way around. And now to water. Just got to finish off these 10 plots, and then they're gonna be ready to knock on wood. And thinking of wood, just how much wood do we have? Alright. Back into gathering mode. Yeah, 83 island logs, 108 palm logs, and 22 spruce logs. Right, so I think we can actually now, yeah, the bestest Benet-sized partial builders, Benet-sized builders tools requires 6 palm leaves. So we need to knock down a few palm trees on our way around. No problem. Oh, no. Okay, so we just need hemp. Most of the stuff we actually need, we already have. So I don't need to worry about palm leaves, because the palm leaves are actually just for the partial workers tools. The the bestest Bemet-sized builders tools actually require hemp. Alright, let's cross the river. I actually want to take a mental note of how many of these trees we have in this section. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I know there's actually one on the return leg. So that's actually 10. Alright, so we need only 12. dash here to harvest you. Yeah, because over here is number 10. So we just need to repeat this another few times without doing this is actually gonna get us the yeah, 'cause we've only got 4 Ryle Wart to get. So one run across that load of rocks should give us sufficient one moment. Ugh. There. There we go. Yeah, because I'm not sure if it says, but the shelf that is actually up here is actually where I'm going to be sticking all of the consoles. As I say, at least in preparation for that, I actually did purchase a new Xbox Series controller for the Xbox One. It's actually a pretty good controller in consideration to the original Xbox One controllers. But yeah, I got to wait on some parts, well, get delivered to the locker. And no updates. I can bet you anything, it still says that they're out for delivery. Considering they were only put out for delivery, about about 3 hours ago. Hang on, where is the best spot for... I think some of this stuff is for underwater gathering. Oh yeah, it's actually over here. I think we're about even. Yeah, we're too short on our walk. So I'm gonna do one more lap. Which should give us sufficient quantities of... Yeah, so we're even on our wart. And... I mean, I think we've got plenty of apples to make some island, a good quantity of island sweet feed. To keep the aminals happy. Yeah, it is starting to get cold, very cold. Well, very chilly in here. So I'm probably gonna need to go over there and fish out one of my hooded sweaters. So I need to head over there to pick up some more cabbage seeds. Let's just wash this tree down. Extra materials. I think from one... Okay, we just dropped frames. Probably explains the reason why the... why the game actually started to lag a bit. So that isn't even a second's worth of frames. Right. That's all the stone, that's all the limestone we need. Yep. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, on the way over, we're just gonna bash every single tree and whatever. Right. Nope. I need you and you. Yeah, so it's down near the beach. The good thing is each of these is actually giving us a... it's actually giving us more Isle-wort. Right, so what we actually get here should be sufficient to build the tools. Alright. It was strange that I was actually having to queue MSQ to get into Panda. That was later on in the day. Alright. Okay, crafting log. Bestest Mamet-sized builder's tools. Right. We can actually, yeah, Pathological Pathfinder Mark 5. Oh, this is the tools you have there? Beautiful, the dangerous tools for cutting things and smashing them up. Get them here, nice and easy. And while you're at it, please also give me 3,000 seafarers calories. Not for me, mind you, I need funds for hiring a team. Some of them want to be paid for their work. With me, the thrill is payment enough. Yep, smash it all up. Site ready. And now we actually have to, yeah, I mean, it's over here, but the path is actually here. And, well, we'll be at this for a while. Because this is a very long path. Although we do get a junction that actually takes us back down to here, which I think is where yeah, so we can actually, we now actually do have another light, yeah, the only problem is we don't have all the materials if we want to build the Lumenson Lighthouse. Though I'm probably, if I can, I'm probably gonna get rid of the windmill. So I know there's actually a fountain you can get. But yeah, we are actually right next to my bathhouse. And I think this footpath should take me back down to... Oh, this takes me back down to 3 and 4. Oh, we don't have the hemp to do any construction. Oh, actually, nothing has, let's see, workshop agenda. So we're a crew 5 of 25. So, yes. Right, let's, yeah, because here, because currently you can only get the, Iron Mandragora, the Onion Prince, and the Eggplant Knight mounts. Crap Materia, some dies, the Alpineers Bardings, and a load of other stuff. Anywho, so we're actually done with the whole island, so let us head to Yulmore. And let us, bring this to a conclusion. First things first, Menda. Alright. Okay. And Amnesis, 5 boots of healing. Right, so I think we can actually still sell these at a decent price. How much do these actually, I'll actually put that on the market. Right. So let us take our seat. And let's shut down. And anytime now, thank you very much. For some unknown reason, yeah. So, that is gonna be it for today. Next scheduled stream, hopefully, should be on Thursday. Now, I'm probably not going to be too heavily I'm not going to heavily overburden myself with all the sleep stuff, because my appointment to actually get the leg, uh, to actually get the bandages sorted out is at 11. So hopefully, as long as I can wake up early enough, probably around 9, as I say, if I could do 9 o'clock, with enough, give me enough time to spare to actually get dressed and head out, and actually get down to the doctor's in time. So, yeah. So hopefully, I should be back on Thursday, where we will actually complete the Abysso section of Pandaemonium. Yeah, I would actually call P8 blind clear, but considering I've actually seen some of the stuff, even though this is actually the first character I would actually complete it on. Well, as of saying this, I won't actually mark it as blind, considering I've already seen some of the mechanics. So hopefully, I should catch you lot on Thursday, where we will be finishing off the old Pandaemonium for at least for this week, because well, I will be doing reclears uh for this as of next week. So yeah,